Hi folks, welcome to the Paul Fraser Show. I'm your host Paul Fraser, and this introduction, it used to be called the daily personal video log. This show used to be called. We started out in August on the internet with doing just daily takes of little glimpses of the life of myself. And what we did is we just daily. It was just daily, basically a log, like a diary of events, and that's how it started in August. Here in September, we finally got a couple corporate sponsors, and we get distribution through DFB Holdings, which is a very nice corporation. Owns this cable channel that we're on right now. It owns Cable 51, and they own part of Rick's Bar and Grill and a couple other places throughout town. They're one of the biggest corporations here in our town, and also as well as in our neighboring town of Riverview. And basically what we're going to do today is we're going to introduce you. So my name's Paul. I'm obviously the host of the show. And what goes on, we first of all like to welcome our special sponsor now, Rick's Bar and Grill down there on Main Street. They have an excellent pasta, seafood dishes, and next week they have their shrimp fest. So I highly recommend if you're in town to stop by. You just might see me there because I go there quite often for lunch down at Rick's Bar and Grill on Main Street, right down on the Neon Strip. Okay, so folks, so this is the introduction to our video, and the next segment I'm going to go into our regular video blog section. And before that, we get the weather coming up here. So here's the weather next, brought to you by Hanson Furniture. New furniture at discount prices. That's Hanson Furniture. Hi folks, this is our 5-day weather forecast brought to you by Hanson Furniture. New furniture at discount prices. Located down on Main Street by the water tower. Tonight we're expecting a few clouds, fog patches in low-lying areas, and we are also, winds will be moderate from the southwest at 20 kilometers an hour, becoming light this evening, and a plus of 4 and a risk of frost areas to cover those tomatoes tonight. Sunday, sunny with cloudy periods, a high of 16, and a UV index of 4 or moderate. So make sure you don't sit in the sun too long unless you really have to. On Sunday night, where it's going to be cloudy with a few showers beginning overnight, wind becoming gust at 40 kilometers an hour from the north, and in the evening a low of 13. On Monday, we have periods of rain, a high of 15, and on Tuesday, we have a mix of sun and cloud, and on Wednesday, you have to get the umbrella back out. It's got periods of rain, a low of 8, and a high of 18. And that's your 4-day forecast brought to you by Hanson Furniture. Hi folks, welcome back. We're just going to tell you about today's top news stories. Today, survivors were unlikely found in the Brazilian crash. Rescue teams were lowered into wreckage of a jetliner that crashed in Brazilian Amazon jungle. Officials say they are unlikely to find any survivors. That's pretty sad. The Thai media says former general to be the new prime minister of Thailand. The Taipei Times reported that the ruling junta has picked up a former army chief to be the new prime minister. Local media and government officials have said that yesterday that more than a week of coup ousted the prime minister in the Tasquin Sawaskis. And that's basically our top 2 news stories today. For more news, you can go to your local affiliates. In the future, we're going to be having probably half-an-hour news program here as well. And so basically, that's what we have for you in this portion of this is our news portion of this video presentation here of our show, the Paul Fraser Show. The next segment, we're going to go into our regular video blog. Hi folks, this is my video blog section of the show, and what it is basically is I got up today at 12 o'clock, and I went out into my van and my new caravan, and the cigarette lighter was not working. I tried to plug my DVD player in the front and back. I had 2 DVD players to play DVDs in my van, and also MP3. As I go to work, I like to have my own personal movies and stuff, and sometimes review my material before I have to go here behind the camera. And basically the cigarette lighter plug was done. It didn't work, so what I did is I went into diffuse box, and I checked the wires. All the wires seemed to be in order. So what I did is I went down to JC's Part Supply, JC Part Supply on the corner of Main Street and Almond Avenue. And I went down there and I got myself a 30 amp fuse, and I put that into the fuse box, and what do you know, my radio worked again, and so did the cigarette lighter plug. It's amazing little things you don't realize in the Dodge Caravan made by Daimler Chrysler. What I did after that, I got my bicycle, and I had a problem. I went about 3 doors down from my home. Obviously, I had the day off today. I wasn't working at the Circuit Source. Circuit Source in your local, 3 locations in our local municipality. Circuit Source. So I got on my bike and I went down about 2 blocks, and one of my pedals fell off my bike. Luckily, thanks to my neighbor Tom Johnson, he gave me an Allen key, and I managed to fix my pedal and put some Loctite on it. Then I continued my journey. I went down Emerson Road till I got to Main Street. And when I get down to Main Street, I went from one end of Main Street to the other. I just biked all along Main Street, and seen the theater district, as well as a lot of our areas. I stopped by Rick's Pub and Grill, and I went in there, and I seen Kathy, who works in there. Kathy's a really hot waitress, and she does really great service, and that's what brought me to Rick's Bar and Grill down on Main Street. And I went there and I had some chips and a hot dog and a pizza. So not a whole pizza, my God, I wasn't that hungry, but I had a slice of pizza, the Chicago style deep dish pizza, and had some spicy fries, and I had a glass of cola. And I will, next time I drink, I'll mention the cola name. If they will sponsor our program, I will mention their name. But since we don't have any cola sponsors right now, I just had a drink of cola from Rick's Bar and Grill, and along with my fries and Hawaiian style Chicago deep dish pizza. After that, I drove along Main Street. I pulled into Ferguson's Pharmacy, and went into Ferguson's, and I went there and I bought another bottle of pop to take with me of Ferguson's own brand cola, and then I went over to the clock tower, and well, it's actually not a full tower. It's just basically our West Park clock that commemorates the centennial West Clock, sort of West Park, when West Park was formed here. This city of our municipality of West Park. I went along the River Valley there, and I looked over across the city of Riverview, which is where the 2 cities are we're interlinked now with 2 different bridges and infrastructure. And I went along down to Sandy Beach. It's a man-made beach on the river, and today there was a few people out, even though the water is getting cold now and it's starting to get cold. I mean, today we had a high of 24. And it was really nice, warm. Even though the forecast said it was only supposed to be 18, it was around 24. It felt like. After I came down from the beach, and I stopped by JRS Radio, and I seen my friend there, Michael Cannon, who's one of the host of the sports show. He's going to be joining us soon too on the Paul Fraser show. We're going to have him as one of our guests at a later date. And I arranged that, and after that I went to I got back with my bike, and I still had a little trouble with one of my pedals, so I stopped into Tool Depot in the industrial park area, and I went to Tool Depot and I bought some Allen wrenches, or Allen keys, or hexagon keys, and I properly fixed my pedal this time, and I put some Loctite. After that, I came home, and before that I stopped here by I stopped by the studio, and they asked me to come down about half an hour to the studio here. So I stopped by Channel 51, the Community Cable Access Building, and I talked with a few people and the production team here, and they told us about the new format that I'd be doing. I was a little nervous to change our format from just a video blog to an information, news, and program, but it's a new step for us, and hopefully it's a new step for people out there. So after that, I came into the studio and I rehearsed a few of my lines that I'm supposed to say here, and the information, and went over a few things. A lot of this show is pretty much live, so there's not too much really script writing, even though our writer gets a lot of credit for work, and I don't want to start saying I have no words. I'd be sitting there going like that the whole show, and that wouldn't be good. So I thank the writers for their help, and the lighting crew and everyone else along. So basically, for the last couple hours, I came home and I sat down. I had a glass of no-name fruit punch, and I had a great drink there. Sat down. I watched a little bit of the news and some of the stories, and basically at 9 o'clock tonight, I started recording this program in the studio. And basically that's today's video blog. So I hope you enjoy our new format. I look forward to your comments and concerns. You can email us through YouTube here, or you can go online to www.50dfbholdings.org and go to our video section and look for the PFS, which is the Paul Fraser Show. Thanks a lot. This is Paul Fraser signing out, and this is what we have for you this week, for this day. All the best, Paul Fraser, over and out. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and keep YouTube alive, and please subscribe to our site so we can help bring more programs to you. Also, we thank our corporate sponsors, the Rick's Bar and Grill, for all their help. Recently, actually, I shouldn't be telling you this, but I'm live here, so I will anyhow. Last weekend we were down to Rick's Bar and Grill, and we were at their karaoke show, and my friend Thomas got up there and he did a couple Elvis impression stuff, and it was quite funny. And we really liked the staff there at Rick's Bar and Grill. They really welcomed us in with open arms. And I'm not saying this because they're one of our corporate sponsors. I'm saying that Rick's Bar really is a great place. They have a lot of girls. They have bikini night. They have shrimp night. They have all kinds of different theme nights. They have movies there every Thursday night. They have like a live little theater. So it wouldn't hurt you if you're in town here to stop by Rick's Bar and Grill. You can't miss it. They're right on Main Street. And so that's basically our blog. Thanks a lot. Take care.